Hi, my name is Adia Zimmerman, and this is my final for Business Model Validation, and I am giving a little presentation on the business model validation that I've done in class, the research that I've done, all of the assumptions that I came into this class with about my business idea and how I changed my business because of my assumptions. So I thought I'd give a little intro to the business. So it all started because of this paper lamp. So I bought this a couple years ago in college. I just wanted a better lighting solution because the lighting in my dorm was really crummy and there wasn't any natural light really for most of the day. And so I wanted to create lighting in my room that was calming and nice, but I needed to do it affordably. I didn't have that much money, still don't have that much money. And so I found this lamp at IKEA, and it's really pretty. Very cool design, very well priced. However, it is paper, and you can see there's that rip there. And I'm quite careful, I keep my stuff really nice, but it's just inevitable with these paper lamps when you're putting them down and putting them up again, you know, because in my stage of life, I'm just moving all the time. I've moved almost every 3 months for the last 3 years, and that's pretty normal when I talk to friends and people that are my age. So I wanted to create a lamp design where I could get that same aesthetic lighting, but something that would be easy to take down and put up again, and something that would be affordable as well. So the solution that I came up with is this lamp design. As you can see, it's fabric, it's linen, and so it can easily be collapsed and then hung back up again. It's not gonna tear, it's not gonna get ruined. It's really cheap to make, and so I know that I can make good profits off of it, and yeah, just good product for college students and people that just aren't that established and want nice lighting solutions in their home but don't want to pay a pretty penny for it. And the nice thing about the linen specifically is that it gets this nice crinkly look. So let's say I put it in a box and I have it like this for a long time, and it has a pretty crinkly look, and then if you want it to be nice and just like crisp again, you can just get a steamer, steam it, or if you don't have a steamer, then you can just put it in the bathroom while you shower, and the steam of that will just straighten it out and it'll be all crisp and clean. As you can see right now, it's a little bit like has some folds in it and stuff, but still just creates that nice pretty design, provides good lighting, and then it's super simple design. Let's see. So this is what my design looks like from the top. So the wires going through, I'm still working on, like, I want this to be really clean. This can adjust based on the size of the cord that you're using. And right now for my business, I don't want to be producing the cords, don't want to deal with the electrical and all of the liability issues with doing electrical work. So right now we just get those from other companies and only sell these, but sell the cords and stuff from other companies on our website. But anyway, as you can see, it's just super easy to collapse. You can put it in a little bag and then you can just pick it back up again. So yeah, that is what it looks like from the top. This is obviously just a prototype, possibly working on getting these manufactured. So yeah. So now I've shared a little bit about how I found the problem and the solution that I proposed for it, but now I'm going to talk a little bit about the process of the business model validation. So describing with stories and data how I discovered, tested, and validated my customers. So part of that was doing research that we did at the beginning of the semester in the library, where I was looking at these databases that show statistics of customers And I was really surprised by how often people buy lighting specifically, obviously, because that's my project, but that was a really big push for me because I had no idea that people would be like buying. The research that I said that, the research that I found said that people, it asked people when was the last time they had bought a lamp, and like more than 50% of people said in the last 2 years. So that was really promising. That was done in 2023, but that research still holds from 2022 and 2021, like around that same area. So that was really validating because I didn't think that people bought lighting that much. I kind of thought that you just bought a lamp and then you had it for a long time, but it's a good market. And then also validating the customer, one big thing was looking at just like the lamp sections of, like on Amazon, you're able to see the sales. If you type in the ASIN of any Amazon product, you can see how many sales they make and how much money they make off of that. So looking at some of those, I was able to see that people do buy a lot of lamps on Amazon, spend a lot of money on lamps on Amazon, as well as on Pinterest. I was able to see that a lot of the viral pins that were circulating were lamps, or they were interior design ones, but one of the central things within the post were lamps, and I wasn't able to find those online. So, or if I did, they were at a price point of $300 and above. So obviously I could see there was this gap in the market. So, and then I guess that brings me to describe a stories and data, how you discover, tested, and validated your customer's job to be done. So looking at what was available versus the demand that I saw on social media and Pinterest. And it's a little bit difficult to validate the job to be done when it comes to a product that's so heavily reliant on aesthetics. As far as like fulfilling, like doing testing on fulfilling that emotional need without just selling the product itself. But from social media and how viral these other lamp posts were going, I could see that there was definitely this gap. And so that I could tell that there's a want, but then the products were way above price range. And I had seen some videos where people were kind of talking about that same thing, about how there's, interior design videos where they're talking about how expensive the lamps are. So and let's see. So I already talked about my solution, how I came up with that. And then, so my unique value proposition, let's see, I'll pause and then. So I've inadvertently already described quite a bit of my value proposition canvas, talking about, so the customer wants, so if I'm going around on my little sheet that I have. So the customer wants a way to elevate their home for a price that is reasonable, won't break the bank. They need something that's going to last, it's quality, that will work functionally in a space, and that they know will last for a while. So, and then the product experience, as I showed, it's very simple to set up, take down. Will last a really long time. It's really good quality. The benefits is that it gives this aesthetic experience and brings comfort. And then I showed the features of the product, which are just the way that it can be collapsed. And then a feature that I want to add to the product is to have it come in a bag that's a circle. So it'll be like a tote. I focus on the lamp design, but this is the next phase once I get the lamp down, is I want the lamps to come in a tote with the logo of the brand on it. And that will give me free advertising, because when people aren't using the tote to carry on the lamp, they'll likely just use the tote up and around town, and that design will draw in customers. So free advertising. So, and then explaining the stories and data, the feasibility, desirability, and viability of your business model. So let's first start with desirability. So I needed to, so desirability, a lot of that was tested in the beginning when I was validating my customer and I was seeing if people were interested. So, and I did find that that there is a desirability for this product, as I've shared. And then, and also I'm going to be my idea is to put up a website with the product on it so I could get pre-orders. That would really help me to know the desirability of the product. So I'll know if people are really interested in actually making the leap to purchase. And then, so feasibility, this is very feasible. Of course, I need to learn about getting it produced in a factory. I assume that won't be too difficult. It's quite a simple product, shouldn't be too crazy. My biggest thing that was difficult with feasibility was trying to figure out the cord. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I mentioned the cord before, so, and I mean this, because generally this will be a hanging lamp. This lamp design can be put on just like the base of the lamp. However, most of the time we'll want to be using this hanging setup. And the feasibility of getting these made was it was difficult. That was a big roadblock for me. And so I decided to cut that all together, just cut the hassle, and there's liability things when you get into doing electrical work. And so I decided to cut that out and just focus on the lamp design. And there are stores that sell these that I would ask if I could sell them for wholesale on my page, and then people can have the option of getting that on my page or just using their own. So yeah, feasibility, and then the viability. And the viability depends on me being able to run this well, find a good factory, get them produced, pick the right numbers to get them produced in, really hone in the design. The marketing is a big part of this because it's such an aesthetics-based product. It's not like you can't solve this problem, could be solved with other products. However, what makes ours different is the price point, which is, I guess, the problem that other people aren't solving, is getting this good lighting, but at a cost that's good for people that don't have that much money. Things that I learned is you can never do too much research, but to be careful where you're getting your research from. I really enjoyed just what we did in class as far as like the demonstrations on going and doing research in the library and going through those databases and stuff like that, and having all those credible sources and knowing where to find them was good. What I'll do next, from the beginning, I wish I would have run more of my own tests. Like, I wish I would have been more proactive in getting the prototype up and running quicker. I didn't anticipate it to take so long to figure out just like kind of simple things with the prototype and figure out the design. But yeah, from here I want to, like, as I mentioned, I'd like to create a website that's a launch page that and solely market starting just on Pinterest, where I saw all those viral posts before, and see if I can get pre-orders on this lamp. So yeah, and that is my business idea and the validation that I worked on finding.